Just want to make sure the three things to reiterate. One is our Freedom Summer Initiative, where we'll be doubling up with voting rights Sundays, festivals, and a barbershop movement, barber beauty shop movement, be this summer that we'll be kicking off the week after 4th of July. Second is the official opening of an office here to institutionalize our efforts with the Ohio Voter Bill of Rights office, which will be staffed by Samantha Hurd. I also want to acknowledge Lori Elmore and all of her work here in Franklin County. I want to thank her for that. And third is the Voter Bill of Rights Summit, statewide summit that will be taking place to bring together all of the grassroots folks and citizens around this issue of voting rights. We also will be inviting some national folks on that during that summit, which you will hear more about. At this time, we'll take questions. Yes?
Alicia, I don't think you came right out and said it. Are you filing petitions on Thursday?
We are not going to file our petitions on Thursday or tomorrow. We will not be filing our petitions. Because it is a constitutional amendment, all of our petitions that we have are live petitions. They continue. This is not a referendum. There is no expiration in that regard. So we will be continuing to collect and will not be filing at this particular time.
So you're looking at 2015? Is that the new goal? We
are looking at 2015 as certainly has always been on the table. We have, when we sat down on this issue, we've had a plan A, B, C scenarios, and how do we pull this off with a all volunteer, mostly volunteer effort of grassroots folks. And so we feel that we have a strong foundation with trained individuals and partners coming on, additional partners every day. So our goal is to increase our partnerships and to continue to collect, because the ultimate goal is to have it on the ballot and to get it passed and put it in the Constitution.
Right. About how many signatures have you collected at this point?
At this point, signatures continue to come in. In fact, so people drop some off here at the chapel, and I woke up this morning, there was a packet at my door. I don't even know who the person was. They dropped off a packet. We're continuously collecting petitions. We're around 100,000 and growing, and people are continuously dropping off more petitions. And again, done on a shoestring budget with grassroots folks, and calls are still coming in of people trying to drop off petitions.
Can you talk about the budget? I know you said it's a shoestring budget. Can you talk about how much has been spent so far and what you've received in in-kind contributions?
Most of everything has been in-kind contributions, and I can't give you a figure on that. But what I can tell you as it relates to cash, it's been a shoestring budget. Our focus has been on training. Our focus has been on getting people engaged and involved. And so we don't have a professional fundraiser on staff or anything like that. So it's been mostly donations and trying to get as many people involved in signing petitions as quickly. As you can imagine, in 90 days, we had to kind of ramp up a lot very quickly.
Representative, Democrats would have liked to have seen this issue on the November ballot. How helpful were they in collecting signatures? And have you spoken to Chris Redfern yet? And what has been the reaction of this not being a go for this fall?
Well, I think the reaction, the goal here, as Reverend Moss would, if he was here, he'd probably tell you, he tells me all the time we talk on the phone. The goal here is to get voting rights permanently in the Constitution. So it's not term limited. It doesn't go up or down with any candidate. Something that'll be around when all of us are gone. And so that is the ultimate goal. And so I think everybody's focused on that goal. And so as we bring in all of our partners with the understanding that this is a nonpartisan effort with the goal of putting voting rights in the Constitution. And I think there's a commitment at that level for all partners that are involved.
How much money did Democrats give you? The Democratic Party?
In terms of, we've got a lot of in-kind support from all of our partners. And again, our new movement will be focused on raising money that we need to to move this issue forward. I can't tell you, usually these type of initiatives, taken a lot of money. I think from our volunteer efforts, I think our movement has done really well based as you compare it to other volunteer petition ballot initiatives. That we've done very well in the route that we've gone.
What form will your summit take, and what will the timing be intended to make it a fall issue despite not being on the ballot?
Our goal will be the fall. In terms of the shape of the summit, we're working out those details, as you can imagine, as we'll be working those out in the next several weeks. But our goal is to do it in the fall, to have people ready with petitions at when people go to vote. We'll have people trained and ready at the polls, have people educated on this issue. So it will take place in the fall. In terms of its format, we'll be getting those details put together in the next couple weeks.
If you're running on a shoestring budget, how are you going to fund the Columbus office that's going to be kind of your hub of your operations?
I'm glad you asked that. So when you put that in there, tell them they can go to voterbillofrights.com and they can make a contribution online. We will. Our goal is to definitely keep the office open. We have kept, our expenses way down on this effort, and I think many people that are standing behind you can tell you that they know we know how to run things on a shoestring budget. But we will have that office open. It is open now, but officially it'll be open, and we will keep it going. But we have a website. We'll be certainly asking for people to make donations and contributions toward this effort, both in communities throughout the state and those who care about voting rights throughout the country.
How much do you think you're going to have to rely at some point on paid signature gatherers? It seems like every issue that makes it on the ballot at some point has to turn to that option.
Certainly that's an option to keep on the table. And right now we're trying to gather as many as we can through our grassroots efforts. One of the things we've been able to do is get folks involved who've never been involved before. So that's a whole new group of people who are passionate and committed to this, such as Dave and his wife. They're passionate, they're committed to it, and 1,200 signatures. But at some point we may have to look at paid signatures, and as we put together our plan, we will certainly be looking at that down the road. But we think with additional time, we'll be able to get folks to have an opportunity to sign it throughout the state. I will tell you that we've gotten signatures in all of the counties statewide. We have signatures, so there is support in all the counties, all 88 counties.
Are you using paid signatures?